What up, world? It's your boy Doughboy John, and I'm back this time with my review for SummerSlam. And as you can see, I got my baby here, the WWE Championship. Like I said, I bring the title out for very important pay-per-views and all that. For mainly for the big four, which is SummerSlam, WrestleMania, Survivor Series, and the Royal Rumble. Yeah. But yeah, I decided to have my baby with me for this review, and right out the gate, I can say that SummerSlam was definitely, definitely the highlight of the weekend. I almost always look forward to SummerSlam. I don't know, besides what I'm saying, the big four, I'm saying, they don't usually disappoint. Everybody has this and that to say about the main roster. What I'm saying, the stories aren't that good and the same people and all that, but, the big four pay-per-views, they never hardly disappoint. They always got something good, what I'm saying, in the tuck, in their back pocket for the big four. And this year, it definitely didn't disappoint. So, without further ado, we're just going to go straight down the list of what we got. We had one match on the pre-show, which was Apollo Crews versus MVP. Apollo Crews won. He retained. Wasn't nothing too serious. It was, another, standard match between these two. I knew he was going to retain. Anybody could see he was going to retain. The real story, the real challenge is going to be him going against Bobby Lashley, which I believe that's the direction that they're going to go in. And what to see. I believe that they have a match at Payback, which is going to be on Sunday. So, we'll have to see how that goes. But, yeah. Cruz won and rotated against MVP. Like I said, what I'm saying? They used my guess, and I didn't see it happen any other way. So, yeah. Next match. Bayley against Asuka. I said that going into this, the golden role models, as they call themselves, the cracks were going to fall, the dominoes were going to start to take effect, and I was not wrong. My pick was that if we was going to continue the old Sasha Banks curse, she can win the title, at a Raw, or in a Raw, but she can't defend it to save her life. Oh my God, it sucks to be Sasha Banks, man, with this. This is crazy. But Bayley, on the other hand, didn't lose. She retained her championship. As I said, I wasn't surprised. Very good back and forth match. And of course, there was a distraction, Sasha was helping Bayley, and Bayley took advantage of it and managed to get Asuka out the way. And then her and Sasha jumped Asuka before her match later on in the evening against Sasha. I already knew that Bayley was gonna retain. I preferred that she lose it, but hey, someone's gotta take the loss, and it's gonna be Banks. Hopefully she doesn't have to have soon, but we'll have to see. But yeah, we'll get back to them in a little bit. But Bayley won. Wasn't too surprised. It was a really good match though. Nice way to open the show though. Definitely. Next match, the Street Profits against Andrade and Angel Garza for the Raw Tag Team Championships. I already knew that the Profits was going to win. And by the way, I don't know whose idea it was to have cups rain down from the ceiling, but oh my God, it was genius. It sucks that there wasn't a live crowd, because if it was live and there were people there, oh my God, they would be fighting for those cups. It would be something to see. Oh my God. Can't wait for, this whole pandemic, all this to go away and things start to get back to normal, so we can start having real crowds and everything. And I can't say the Thunderdome is a nice touch. It's a little iffy though, because there's too much noise all the time, but it's cool, I guess. There's some, it's right now it's cool, and that's to be expected. They're trying something new, but I don't know, we'll have to see how what happens as the weeks go by if they can't work out the kinks or whatever. But right now it's cool with all that. But yeah, I knew that the Street Profits were going to win, but you can kind of see the tension between the group going, because at some point Zelina had tried to get involved, and she ended up getting hurt and falling from the apron. And Andrade went to go help her, and Garza didn't see any of this. He was fighting. He turned around and tried to make the tag to Andrade. Andrade wasn't there, and he ended up getting smashed and pinned. So, yeah, there. It's not gonna be too much longer for them. I could see a split coming sometime soon. I'm just wondering how they're gonna work it, but we'll have to see. But yeah, profits profits retain. That's cool. Next up, Mandy Rose against Sasha Deville in a no DQ loser leaves WWE match. Mandy won, of course. I was kind of, saying a little bummed out that they didn't have the hair versus hair match, but from what I understanding what I've read, like Sonya's in the middle of some legal situation, something personal, and I don't think that she's gonna be gone forever. I think she's gonna take a little break, get this sorted out, and then get things back in order and track. And I knew that they weren't gonna let Mandy win, so it was a nice little send off for her. They threw down. Mandy definitely stepped up, and she, what I'm saying. They're all during the match. She kept trying to get that running knee. That running knee is like one of her best moves. Is that one, and then her slam. I forget what it's called, but it's basically like the fairy tale ending that Tommaso Ciampa got. It's kind of basically that, but they were going back and forth. I remember they brought the tables out and they were swinging with kendo sticks and chairs and all that. Like Mandy was really getting physical, and it was nice to see that side of her. And of course, she pulled up the W, and Otis came out and they celebrated. And Mandy, I love you. I swear to God, I love you with all my heart, baby girl. Please, you don't have to do the caliber. You don't have to do the. Come on, yo, Caterpillar is about as bad as Charlotte Flair twerking. No disrespect to the Queen, love the Queen, but you ain't gotta do that. You don't have to. You don't have to do that. You could have did something else. I don't know what else you didn't have to do. Caterpillar. If you're gonna do it, work on it. Get it right and get it like Otis. Just oh my God, you don't have to do that, Mandy. I love you. Just don't do that, please. Oh my God. Next up, Seth Rollins, the Monday Night Messiah, against Dominic Mysterio in a street fight. Dominic's debut. I was I was impressed. I was impressed. I wasn't expecting. I thought that he was gonna pull. I thought they were gonna give him a win. They didn't, but it was still a pretty good match. He had a pretty good strong showing. But it wasn't the only thing that I could say though was that I thought it was more set up like a match instead of a street fight. It was kind of more like a no DQ match. It wasn't. They weren't going at it like a street fight. They were like contained in the ring for most of it, and it was just it felt more like a match than a street fight, but it was still pretty cool. Of course, Rollins was fucking with Dominic and fucking with Ray. Ray was there, and then he would be beating up on Dominic. It's like, yo, you're not gonna save him. You see what I'm doing to your son? You're not gonna save him. And, Dominic, asked him like, Dad, I appreciate you being at ringside, but I got this. And then at one point, Ray's wife and Dominic's mother, Angie, came to the rep, and it got a little weird. It got a little personal, and then it got weird when I knew it was gonna get bad when Rollins put out some handcuffs. But it ended up I thought he was gonna put Dominic in, but Ray ended up getting handcuffed. But not before Rollins, tried to, make it look like he was about to go attack, his wife and Dominic's mom. But then Dominic went crazy, was started attacking him, and then started attacking Murphy. You had to know Murphy was there, and then he hit a clean 619, a clean frog splash, but he couldn't put Seth away. And then, Seth ended up getting between him and Ray, taunting Ray. Eventually hit Dominic with the stomp in front of Ray, pinning him, and then getting the key to the handcuffs from Murphy. And yeah, it was a whole ugly scene. But I'm not bummed out that Seth won. It was still a really good match, and I think Dominic proved himself. Now, don't get me wrong, it wasn't like Pat McAfee definitely had a better debut match than Dominic, but Dominic still did his thing. You know, I'm just interested, to see where it goes from here, and hopefully, what I'm saying, he continues to get better, and he gets a W, man, because like for real, I can see a bright future for him if he continues to grow and get better with it. I'm looking forward to that. Next up, Asuka and Sasha Banks. And this is what I said, man. That Sasha Banks curse. I will say though that she came to this match strong. There's a lot of good back and forth, but I didn't notice. If you didn't notice that, Bailey, what I'm saying, she wasn't even pulling for Sasha. Sasha was out there trying to, meddle with it. Taking hits for Bailey. Bailey wasn't taking no hits or nothing for Sasha. There were plenty of times where she could have turned the tables. She didn't do it. And Sasha ended up losing the title. And once again, your new Raw Women's Champion, the Empress of Tomorrow, Asuka. She never should have lost the title in the first place. But I guess they kind of had to finagle something for Sasha to get the belt in that first time. But the cracks are forming. That first domino fell, and it's only gonna get downhill from here. No more two belts, baby. Now she's just gonna be sitting there hugging her half of the women's tag titles while Bailey got all the other gold. Like, aw, I'm a little lonely. Yeah, it's not gonna work out for her. I'm telling you right now, man. This is all cool and everything. I just need them to get to a point to where she has a proper title defense, because she is looking very pathetic right now. I'm just saying. I love Sasha, love her to death. I know I said with a lot of people, but I really do mean it. But it's just, at this point, we kind of know what to expect. Oh, she got the championship. Yeah, cool. Is she going to defend? She'll lose it on her first defense. So when's her next? When's she going to defend it? Against who? Yeah, all right. She'll have to get it again. All right. We're starting to get a little disinterested in it. And hopefully they change that soon. I think that they will once we get past this whole thing. But time will tell. Next up, Drew McIntyre versus Randy Orton for the WWE Championship. Oh, for this baby. This one was definitely a match that I was looking forward to. The build up to this was crazy. Orton is going back to his legend killer ways, and McIntyre is back to set him straight for all the crap. He's put all the legends and all the other up and coming people that Randy didn't kind of push to the wayside, took advantage of, and this and that and third. It was very, very. This one was very hard hitting and very personal. Like, Orton was actually tossing Drew around. You know what I'm saying? Like, slamming him into the announce table and into the post and all that. But Drew was beating him down. Those were some really stiff shots and all that. To the point where Randy actually got busted open. But as much as they tried to, they couldn't get any big moves. Like, Orton couldn't do the RKO, and when Drew missed with the Claymore, like, I think he hit the Future Shock, and Orton did the his Power Slam and the DDT. They couldn't do any big moves. The ending was a part of me kind of liked the ending, but a part of me didn't. Basically, he was going for an RKO, and Drew got him with a backslide. 1, 2, 3. Orton was shot like, wait, hold on. Like, like he didn't see it coming. You know what I'm saying? A little tagline, you'll never see it coming. Yeah, but Drew retained. I knew he was going to retain. I didn't think he was going to retain like that, but he retained. This isn't over. Not by a long shot. I doubt that they're not going to let this ride through. So I'm looking forward to the rematch. Hopefully we get a more definitive finish. But all in all, that was still a really, really good match between Drew and Orton. Though that finish was a little iffy. And now the main event. The Fiend Bray Wyatt against the Monster Braun Strowman in a Falls Count Anywhere match for the Universal Championship. If you don't know, SummerSlam. I don't think it's the same date as last year's SummerSlam, but SummerSlam is basically a year. It's basically a whole year since the Fiend's debut, and despite the ups and downs, it's been the Fiend is a success and is still one of the hottest things, if not the hottest things in WWE today. And this match, come on, like I don't care, it's match of the night. Them two took each other to hell and back. They went in. They were in the ring, out the ring, out in the back. They was going all over the place, man. This one, Strowman was hitting him with power slams. He was getting out now. Okay, now I know the Fiend, you know what I'm saying, is really strong and all that, but he was getting up a little slowly off them power slams. He wasn't getting up at one. Like I remember, like he was getting up at two and like 2.5. It's like, oh, okay, now I'm just saying. Like usually, you know what I'm saying, he'll get hit with like I remember Ronald would hit him with a million two stomps and he'd get up at one. Brian would hit him with a running knee. He'd get up at one or two. Like he was, you know what I'm saying. And Brian was putting the moves on him, but the Fiend was on him too, man. And then I remember at one point, Braun, I believe Brian hit him with a toolbox. Like they was putting each other through the ringer. Then at one point he opened the toolbox, put on a box cutter. I was like, wait, hold on. So what is he gonna do? Is he gonna cut the Fiend with the box cutter? No, he pulled a Tommaso Ciampa. And he, you know what I'm saying, he was tearing the ring. He exposed the wood. And then by the time he did that, turn around, the Fiend was back up. This was after he power slammed him. He was sitting there for a minute, but then, you know, so he turned around and popped up. He was like, what do I have to do to kill you? He was getting mad. And then the Fiend hit him with not one, but two Sister Abigail's on that wood. I know that wood hurt. And it was bad because Braun was cut open. That was a big gash, too. And 1, 2, 3, once again, your Fiend. The Fiend is our Universal Champion. He's a 2-time Universal Champion. Everybody agree he shouldn't have lost it to Goldberg in the first place. That's a whole nother story. It just when I thought it was over, because like I said, the Fiend needed to win. Fiend was my pick. They made good with their They made good with their tagline. You'll never see it coming. Okay, the whole Randy Orton being the backside. That's cool. But out of nowhere, the Fiend got speared by none other than Roman Reigns. This man been gone for 5 months. And off the rip, you know what I'm saying? He came out, you know what I'm saying, looking fresh. He had a new t-shirt. He looked mean. And people was pointing it out. Like I had to go on Twitter after the whole thing. And I was like, yo, man, he got veneers in. You know what I'm saying? Either veneers or his teeth. He got to work on his teeth. People saying veneers, whatever. I don't know. But dude just came in there wrecking shop. You know what I'm saying? He beating up on Bray Wyatt. Man, he looked over at Strowman. He speared him. He grabbed the chair, was whopping. He hit him a good 5, 6, 8 times. Just talking shit like, what? You ain't no monster? I made you. You only a monster because of me. Because of when I'm around. Then, you know what I'm saying? He went back in. He started beating up on Bray Wyatt. He grabbed the Universal title. He was like, no, you don't deserve this. You can't handle the responsibility. You just a freaking mask. Talking cash shit. And the way it's looking like, Roman turned heel. Which is, I didn't think that they could turn him heel. Especially, you know, after everything, you know what I'm saying? In his personal life, you know, him being leukemia in the center. I thought that he shouldn't be healed, but the way that they had him coming out like this, I was like, all right, y'all got me. I can go with this. I'm going with this. And now I believe it's going to be a triple threat with The Fiend, Strowman, and Reigns. They're going to be in a triple threat no holds bar for the Universal Championship. But I'm gonna wait until the whole card is out and I give it some more thought before I gotta see how everything plays out on SmackDown and everything before I give out my full review on Payback and everything. But there was one thing that was missing. Hold on real quick, yo. There was one thing that was missing though that had me kind of like scratch my head a little bit, and it was where was Retribution? Like, Retribution didn't show up. And I thought that was weird, but I don't know. I guess we'll find out more. I guess hopefully, but I just thought it was weird that Retribution didn't show up and do anything at the pay per view. I just thought that was weird. And then there was no 24/7 championship thing, nothing with 24/7 championship. But I mean, it is what it is with that title. But I thought that they would have a little moment. But yeah, that was SummerSlam. It was pretty damn good. Now it was pretty much spot on with all my predictions, and it was a great way to cap off a great weekend. You know what I'm saying? With Takeover 30, and then AEW had a little had Dynamite. They moved it to Saturday, and then we had SummerSlam, which was on Sunday, which is a nice weekend for wrestling fans. You know what I'm saying? All over the place. So yeah, man, that's my review for SummerSlam, But let me know what y'all think. You know what I'm saying in the comments. You know what I'm saying? What match didn't you like? What was your least favorite match? You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. Yo, what y'all think about Roman Reigns coming back? Tell the truth. Did you predict that he was gonna come? Because I couldn't even lie. At this point, with everything going on, I low key completely forgot about Roman Reigns, and I really didn't see that coming. I thought that was pretty cool. But you know what I'm saying? Other than that, y'all already know what to do, man. Hit the like button, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. And make sure that when you subscribe, if you subscribe, you hit that notification bell. Because you never know when your boy's going to be uploaded. When I'm streaming, yes, I am still streaming Persona 5 Royal. We're going to beat it when we beat it. I'm going to try to be streaming more. But hey, man, I'm busy. I got other stuff to be doing. And, there's some days, some nights, I just don't feel like streaming. I also might be streaming other games, but more on that later. But yeah, I will definitely holler back, y'all, on the wrestling tip after we get after Friday, after SmackDown or whatever, as we get closer to Payback. Stay tuned for my predictions and my review for Payback, definitely, and I will be streaming sometime this week. And on a personal note, by the way, Friday is my birthday. Your boy gonna be 28. Friday 28th. Yeah, that's my own little thing. But yeah, it's your boy Doughboy Don. I will holler at y'all in the next one. Peace.